Thank you. Good evening, family and friends. Thank you, Julia, Alyssa, Debbie, for all those great things you had to say about Paloma, and thank you to Sunset Ranch for having us celebrate this marriage here today. And I know, thank you to everybody that came here today to make it to this big milestone of Paloma and Wataru's lives. I know we got people from Mexico, Japan, New England. I just heard Washington today. And of course us, Oahu people who had to drive all the way from Honolulu to drive here. It's a journey, but we made it. And lastly, thank you to Wataru and Paloma for inviting us all here today to celebrate this milestone in your lives. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Regan Kobayashi, and I've known Wataru for over 12 years, and we met in high school. And I guess when I first met Wataru, I think we're basically complete opposites, because Wataru, he's always been like the cool kid, like good at everything, like good at soccer, good at sports, and good at skateboarding, surfing, good with the ladies. I'm sorry, Paloma, but it's true. And then there was always me. I was just captain of the math team, and I wasn't as cool as Wataru, but I think what brought us close together was that we shared common hobbies such as surfing, diving, swimming separately. That's just body surfing, but diving. But I think that hobby that brought us together was through diving. And why diving? Because hold on. Okay, so in this particular hobby of diving, it's basically a person who has to submerge about 40 to 50 feet to the bottom of the ocean and calls in a fish, and they scratch the coral or they hide behind the rocks, and eventually they're shooting the fish. Now this is all on one breath, okay? Like one breath, like however long you can hold your breath determines how great of a diver you are. So basically how calm you are, basically you can hold your breath longer. And for Wataru, everybody knows that he's like the most calmest guy ever. Like everything could be going crazy in the room. I mean, like you just heard Melissa, Julia, and Debbie talk about Wataru, how calm he is. Like, okay, everything's gonna be okay. Like Armando just spoke about like how all these surfboards flew onto the freeway, and Wataru was like, no, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. That's a rare trait, and that's why he's such a great diver, and he usually always gets the biggest fish. Pretty jealous. But aside from diving, and everybody thinks it's a peaceful sport, it isn't, because it does come with its risks, such as, you got to swim through rip currents, there's shallow water blackout, there's shark encounters, and when you don't have enough breath, there's always that particular person or your dive partner to retrieve that fish. I remember when I first shot my Alua, I was so stoked that I shot it, and I just shot it and I swam right to the surface. It's about 40 feet. And I was supposed to submerge down and grab my fish, but I just so much excitement in me that I just didn't have enough breath. But there's Wataru coming, like just Mr. Superman every time, and he went down, grabbed the fish, and I was like, oh, here, Regan, here's your fish. I'm like, thanks, but don't tell any of the guys, but now you guys all know. Okay, but anyways, what I meant to say is that I'm lucky that Wataru was my dive partner, and he's been that person that I can depend on when things got rough in the water and out. And apart from always being there for me in the water, when I'm stressed out about life, work, bills, video games, Wataru has always been there. I can't believe I just said that, but when Wataru has always been there to be like, don't worry, Regan, everything's going to be okay. Like, he's always just had that mentality, and just having him as a friend, that type of person is always great. Because you need always that friend, always there to just cheer you on and everything. But aside from there, like for him being there to be with me when I'm like stressed about work and stuff, he's always been there to fix my stuff. Like surfboards, spear guns, fishing reels, car problems, basically anything. He's like MacGyver, and the only payment he takes is a 12-pack of Coors Light. So if you ever want anything fixed, sorry Wataru, but that's what you got to pay him, I guess. So I guess what I'm trying to say in the end is Paloma. Wataru is a great guy. I mean, he's trustworthy, like a dive partner, loyal, supportive, calm, smart. He can cook. He can fix anything, everything. And you're a very lucky girl to have him. But I know he's just as lucky to have you because I see the happiness to bring him. And there's only one girl that can make him smile like the way you do. And I'm just so happy for that he's found that. So congratulations, have fun, go on adventures, climb mountains, dive deep, and I wish you the best. So I like to raise your glass in honor of the brides and groom, Wataru and Paloma. Chee-hoo! Yeah.
Good job, homie.
Yeah.
Cheers. That was good.
Yeah.
Hold on, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Even right now, it's
Oh my God.